is it that something very small and positive at the start of the day can make you feel invincible for the entirety of the day? Hello everyone, welcome to Nareen's with MS. This is Nareen and it's time for a Slowdown Saturday. And this Slowdown Saturday, I wanted to talk about... what did I want to talk about? I don't have anything. Well, actually, I do have something that does slow down for me. And this is something that, I was thinking that maybe I can do this on a Truthful Tuesday or maybe what MS taught me. But I think considering that this is called Slowdown Saturday, I think today is a perfect day to do it. And I wanted to talk about how there are certain times when with MS you feel like you are aging at a much faster pace than the rest of the world. And one of the ways that happens is, of course, bathroom issues, and this one is more on the the pee situation. So usually what ends up happening when you end up getting a little older is that your pelvic muscles don't end up being as strong, and it takes you a little longer to empty out your bladder. And so it can you're in the washroom, you're taking a leak, and it can literally go like, when you're young, it'll just be like shh, then it'll get over. And sometimes when you're starting to get older, now you can be at whatever age when this starts, but generally I know that this happens a little when you're reaching certain ages where it will go shh, 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 right? And it'll just keep going. Right? So you're just standing there for almost a minute just waiting for everything to empty out. And yeah, MS makes that happen a lot faster. And the reason I know that is because it happened to me today. And I was just there and I was waiting. My knees buckled twice because it was just not ending. And I wanted to talk about this because yes, it is something that definitely slows down. And while I did want to make Slowdown Saturday more of a positive kind of series, sometimes I want to really look at the hard reality of what really slows down, right? Of course, your walking will slow down. Of course, your reflexes do slow down. Of course, other things do end up slowing down. But this slowdown is more of a, oh boy, yeah, that is taking a lot longer than it should, kind of thing. And especially today, when I had that really long pee, I was just thinking like, how, what would I need to do? Like, should I actually have like handles in places in bathrooms, especially so that I can hold on to it for those long pees? Because it took me like a good long minute or maybe even longer to just stand there and wait until everything was out. And and I think it wouldn't bother, like, this would not bother me as much, but fact of the matter is I got tired, people. I was literally tired after peeing for that long. And so I literally, like, I finished, I come back, and I go to sleep for another like half an hour because I was so tired from such a long pee. And so I didn't want to, and I thought, like I said, I thought that this would be a great story for, um, Truthful Tuesday, maybe even what MS taught me. But then I realized that it's Slowdown Saturday, and considering it happened just this morning, around, what was it, 6:30. Yeah, you also wake up that early to just have a never ending pee. um, but the reason I'm sharing all of this with you is that sometimes the slowing down really means slowing down, right? Slowing down to the extent where things just don't end. So that was a little story time for you. Also, one of the things, or one of the drawbacks of slowing down. But of course, I want to turn over the question to you. Have you experienced a slow pee? If you have, and if you do have MS and you do experience it, do share when it started, how it started for you. And if you are experiencing this and you do not have MS, at what age did you start experiencing that you actually have this um, you know this thing that just will not quit, right? Even if the rest of your body does. Because I would like to know, and I would like to get your thoughts, your insights, your experiences as to how you overcame that, or what you end up doing when a pee lasts longer than it is supposed to. And you know how do you stop yourself from getting so tired during the entire process. So with, of course, with that said, this is Naren Sai with MS. I am Naren, and I do hope your weekend is going very well. I hope that you are getting the much needed rest you need, that you actually deserve, because I certainly am getting that. I think I slept, I think, three times today, and I still think that I will have a full night's sleep tonight. So, of course, since I have everything, since I've shared everything, I just want to wish you a good night, sweet dreams, and I will catch you tomorrow. Bye.